guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought that I would talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of being a mature student at university. So as a mature student, returning to education can be both challenging and rewarding. So let's explore some of the difficulties that you might face if you are a mature student. So the first one is learning to learn again, okay? So if you're a mature student, you'll be re-entering the mindset of studying after a huge gap. It might not be a huge gap, it might just be a small gap. But a lot of mature students, they come back to education after they have had kids, after they have had a certain career that they are either no longer happy with or that they want to change. It could be for a plethora of reasons that you are continuing your education. So you do have that learning gap. You are returning to education and it can be quite challenging in this way. If you are returning to education after maybe decades, it can be quite daunting and it is quite difficult, I know for one, to get back into the flow of studying and back into the whole routine of studying every day or most days. It is quite taxing on your mental health and on your physical health as well. I do notice that I eat a lot more, I feel a lot more drained, I feel a lot more tired throughout the day, and so it is very taxing on your body and also on your mental health as well. You can start to, build anxiety when you're just sat alone in your room studying. It can be quite difficult to relearn the process of learning. Skills like reading textbooks, retaining information from lectures, and effective note-taking may feel elusive. So in this instance, patience is key. You'll need to remember that everyone has their own methods to learning, and you just need to, your methods for learning might have changed from when you were last studying. So bear that in mind as well. Recognise as well that you will need to relearn how to study. Also invest effort in practicing these skills. Your life experience and maturity give you an edge in other aspects of your studies. And because of your life experience, you've shadowed, for example, a dentist in your family if you're studying dentistry. You will have a head start compared to your colleagues who are also studying dentistry, who may be younger than you. Because you've had that extra life experience and you've had shadowing experience, or even if you were a dental nurse before, you will have life experience that will help you. Another difficulty is balancing work, family, and studying at the same time. Mature students often have to juggle a few responsibilities at the same time. So, for example, families, partners, or work. So finding time alongside family or your other commitments for classes, studying, and assignments might be extremely difficult. If you are struggling with childcare and sustaining a relationship or doing some other commitments whilst you are studying, then hats off to you, honestly. I have the utmost respect for you and keep going, you'll get through it. So financial constraints can also be a significant barrier for mature students. A lot of these mature students, if you think about it, a lot of them will be funding their degree themselves, and these days degrees are not cheap. Depending on where you study and what you are studying, it can vary, but a lot of the time it is very expensive. Also with costs and access as well, access to education may be limited due to work schedules, family commitments, or other circumstances as well, so bear this in mind. Also, there are situational barriers as well when it comes to being a mature student. Returning to education also involves conflicts related to managing certain roles. So for example, work, family, or study. Yeah, so if you have a child, obviously, they are your first priority and everything comes after that. So if you do have an exam, but that is the day that you need to drop your kid off somewhere important, then obviously your kid needs to be prioritised. So depending on how understanding the university are, if you are rearranging an exam date or something like that, then it can be quite difficult if they are not understanding and they can't really meet you halfway with that one. Although being a mature student presents its challenges, your determination and life experience can help you to overcome these challenges. So now let's talk about some advantages of being a mature student, okay? Because it's not all doom and gloom. Being a mature student can also have its perks. And I'm a mature student. I don't feel like a mature student. I don't feel like old compared to everyone else. I do feel as if there are more advantages than disadvantages when you are between 25 and 35 and you're studying. If you're older with kids with more responsibilities, then it's a different story. But I do feel as if when you are still younger, then there's not really much difference between you and the other students. You have better focus on studies. Personally, I've personally found this with myself. I am less distracted by social pressures, and I personally feel as if now when I have a really important task to do academically, I can concentrate on it better. I can also concentrate on it for a longer period of time. Yes, I do procrastinate still, and yes, I do get distracted, but when I know that I have to get something done, then the pressure sets in and I just make sure that I get it done. I do feel as if I can concentrate a lot better now. I'm studying dentistry because I want to be a dentist, 100%. A lot of younger students, I feel it's more common when you're younger to just kind of do things because they are like fun and you don't really care about them. I'm not really sure if that's the truth, but when I was doing my first degree, I wasn't that fussed about the degree itself and what job it would lead me to. I was more so doing it because it would give me the experience to enter either medicine or dentistry. It would look good on my CV if I got either a 2-1 or a first class degree. Also, as a mature student, you will have more life experience, and having more life experience can be beneficial as well. It allows mature students to apply like real world knowledge to their studies, and a lot of the time this is what lecturers and teachers want you to do. So I think it comes full circle, and it really does help you to, you know, succeed in your classes and get good grades inevitably. Look, you are trying to, you know, answer questions outside the box with the perspective of having had some life experience compared to everyone else. So you do stand out in a good way. And also with this life experience comes understanding and knowledge. Naturally, it will be easier if you have life experience in the thing that you are learning about. For example, like I mentioned before, if you were a dental nurse and you are studying dentistry, you will have a lot more of a basic knowledge compared to your colleagues, compared to other students, because you will have had some life experience in that area. Okay. The next one is really important, improved time management. Okay, this is definitely something that is true. As I've gotten older, I just learned how to realise that time is money and time is valuable. Time should not be wasted. And the more you can be effective and efficient with your time, the more successful you will be. I'm so much better now at juggling different tasks and prioritising the most important task. I'm so much better at time management. That honestly used to be one of my main weaknesses. I was so bad. I would take too long on each thing. Even if I was studying, I would take too long to learn a certain thing. By the end of my studying session, I would know it really well, but I just wasn't being effective enough with my time. So unfortunately, my results wouldn't show quick enough. But now that I'm learning how to work smart and not work hard, I have become so much better at managing my time, honestly. Another point is when you are a mature student, you do feel like you are there for a reason. You are in class and lectures and you stay very focused on your goals, and this time around you are a lot more focused. Even though I'm graduating in a few years, I still think about what's going to happen after graduation most days, if not every day, because I like to start planning what I'm going to do after I graduate. And this is something that drives me every day to keep striving, keep working hard and keep studying. I understand the value of education and I am driven to work hard, study and motivate myself every day to get to my goals. And also I feel as if my critical thinking skills have been enhanced. I think it comes with maturity and with, again, just having some life experience. You know, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Ukraine, I'm now in Slovakia, and there's a hunger for just wanting to graduate and finish and become a dentist that has been growing. I think it does come with life experience and you become desperate to reach your end goal. Mature students have enhanced critical thinking skills. Their life experience contributes to a deeper analysis and understanding of the study material. So these are the 5 advantages of being a mature student that I have experienced myself. Let's go on to some of the disadvantages now. So some of the disadvantages of being a mature student is there is less free time for studying. You'll have less time to put towards your studies due to other commitments, such as family, kids, relationships, partners, or other jobs that you may have on the side. Remember as well, a lot of mature students actually have several other jobs or side hustles to pay for their tuition. Obviously, university has fees to pay, and so therefore a lot of these students will be paying this out of their own pocket. Another disadvantage is they will be balancing family and school at the same time. And juggling between family life and school can be really tough. I don't know about this personally, but I can just imagine how difficult it might be at times. You might be torn between your academic responsibilities and your duties at home. Even if you're not the one paying for your tuition fees, there's an increased financial pressure and burden on you. And as a mature student, you might feel more financial stress generally. This can come from tuition fees, books, and other expenses through the university. Also, as a mature student, you might struggle to make friends, and you might find it challenging to meet like-minded people as well. As an older student, you might not click with people as easily as you could when you were younger. A lot of people can, unfortunately, judge you because you are older. Age can be a bit of a barrier. You are there for your own reasons. The main thing is that you stay focused on your degree and you stay focused on your goals, and you're bound to meet people who respect you and like you for who you are. You might get on with people perfectly fine, you might have friends, but you might just feel insecure in yourself because you are older, and you might feel as if you don't fit in. The last one, a disadvantage, is you might actually struggle with technology use as well. Using technology for studying might be a struggle if that's not your style or you're not used to doing this. You could be used to reading books or reading textbooks whilst you study. This can make tasks like online research or submitting assignments online more tricky for you. Remember, each individual's experience varies. For me, being a mature dental student has its rewards and its challenges. It's both beneficial and it has its setbacks. If you guys are watching this video, I am confident that you'll make the right decision for you. I just thought that I would outline some of the advantages and disadvantages if you are thinking about returning to education or university. And if you're wanting to do dentistry as a mature student, I would highly recommend it. It's really good, and there's so many people nowadays who are studying when they do have other commitments, when they are older, so don't be scared about it. Ultimately, your determination and your motivation for studying dentistry or whatever it might be will guide you and will lead you on the right path. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed it as well. If you have any comments or you'd like to leave a message, just drop it in the comment section below and I will gladly speak to you there. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you later. Bye!